Welcome back once again to Wet Hot Titanic Summer. Here we are, Jinkies. It's the summer where we are wet and we're hot. So let's get it going. Let's get wet and hot, okay? Um, Today we will be doing a double. That's right, double feature. We're doing a double feature because kind of uh starting with One Step Beyond the night of April 14th, 1959. So after our last installment of Wet Hot Titanic Summer, we did the unsinkable Molly Brown. We did Molly Brown week last week, doing some stuff about the Molly Brown, comma, the unsinkable. And we're doing two installments today. Um but after that last Unsinkable Molly Brown movie, which also only tangentially had like a part of it being about the Titanic, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it's only kind of tangentially there, but it was also the best movie so far. Well, I guess the best movie so far has, I think, been A Night to Remember. I have just enjoyed. My favorite is The Unsinkable Molly Brown because I love musicals. I am a theater kid, and so it's a weakness of mine. But so that was 64. We're kind of going a wibbly. We're kind of wiggling around time a little bit here, but of course, on top of also kind of cheating with the Molly Brown stuff, because those were mostly about. Yes, Molly Brown got very famous for being unsinkable, but she was quite notable and quite famous, and a big socialite, and kind of famous in her own time as a person herself. Um, we need more Molly Brown, less Titanic. We just need more musicals about the Titanic. I think needs that is true. We do need more musicals about the Titanic. Um, but my point was, even before then, this kind of time period, after like the Walter Lloyd book became like the definitive resource about the Titanic, um, and um Um, and the night to a night the two A Night to Remember adaptations that happened quite close to the release of the book, both the television and the craft television theater and the movie, which we have gone over. Titanic things kind of fell out of fashion for a good chunk of time there, right? So through the 50s into the 60s, which is kind of nominee for you for the directing that. You know, oh my God, you're twisting my arm. Oh, a musicale about the Titanic. Oh please, oh please. I couldn't possibly. Okay, but I'll do it. Just to make sure. Actually, the directors of stage musicals kind of aren't as important as the people who like write the books. The book who write the book or do the lyrics or the music for musicals. Um but anyway, I digress. I digress. That is a that's another subject. Uh but I guess kind of because the Walter Lord book came out, and that kind of became the definitive source, and then there were these two very good adaptations of that source material. I think for a long time people were kind of like, well, what other kind of story can we tell about the Titanic, right? We have the thing that's very dramatic and also very accurate, at least for the time, and what they knew before they found like the wreck. And we'll get onto that in a little bit, but like this was kind of it for the Titanic. You know, there was not much else that we could do about it. So, what happens next in this next little chunk of time is Wackadoodle time. Okay? It is Wackadoodle time. It is time it is time to throw in the Titanic for no real reason, in mostly as like a bit part for a good long while. This like chunk of time from the early 50s, kind of including the Molly Brown, and up into like the late 70s and early 80s, the Titanic is kind of only there as like a little bit of a throwaway, something that can be hinted at in your time travel television series, or this like a paranormal anthology series, right? Um so it the Titanic is going to show up in a couple of things in this little chunk here that we're going to be going over for the next week. And then it's for as just kind of silly. It's gonna be kind of silly. It's gonna be wackadoodle time, and you're just gonna have to roll with the punches. Exactly. Other than the middle split, most everything in A Night to Remember was as accurate as it could possibly be. And A Night to Remember also, like, they didn't make up any fictional characters. They didn't make up a lot of fictional things happening, right? There was a little bit of consolidation of like we have a movie and we have runtime, so like not every character can accurately do every single thing that they did. Sometimes we just like smush that into one character and just like go. Um but so we're going to start off with One Step Beyond. This is yet another anthology series. And let me reassociate myself with this one. You know how they loved anthology series, right? We have been through quite a few anthology series already, and this is yet another one. It was very much focused on paranormal accounts of things, right? The chef getting sauced, leading to him surviving was gold. That is still so. Oh my goodness, Wally! I've been meaning for like 2 weeks now to pull up your meme to show to the class because it is it is it's relevant as always. Da, 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 da. Ah, I can't find. Wally made an amazing meme to do with A Night to Remember. That I have been meaning to show and pull him up by the ear to show. Oh, look at this cute little thing. That's a community meme, right? That's a community meme. I can't find it though. God, it was so good. Wally, if you can find it, please send it to me. If you, of course, I spit a little bit. If you feel comfortable sharing, I would love to share it. But, okay. The best ship in the movie is, the chef X his whiskey. If I had meme power, I'd put your face on Marge Simpson holding a potato. I just think it's neat. Who doesn't fucking like the Titanic, okay? It's the Titanic. It's paranormal things. One Step Beyond is One Step Beyond is kind of like it's very much like the Twilight Zone. It was kind of like its competitor. Um, it's not a successful sister, let's say. The humble middle sister. That's what she is. Here we go. Here is meme. We have meme things. We have memes, everybody. Listen, listen. I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. It's listen. It's a meme and it's a good one. He loved his whiskey. Listen, he loved his whiskey. I love that so much. Thank you so much for making it. So we have my notes. The One Step Beyond, it's an anthology series. It's kind of a competitor to the Twilight Zone. So this is the kind of the vibe, right? This is the vibe that we're doing here. These are tales that are all based on human record, which is as much as you can, push it as far as you can possibly push. Brings a tear to my eye. They're just so beautiful together. And you love to see you love to see a happy ending, even though it wasn't all that happy for the whiskey bottle. She did go down with the ship. Did she float at the end? I cannot remember. She was beautiful though. The sea claimed her because the sea is a beauty. She's beauty, she's grace. She'll rip off your fucking face. So being tales that are like based on human record is as far as you can legally push the bounds of this was not based on real events. This is usually very, very embellished and very often fantastical, usually based on urban legends more than they are actual like firsthand accounts or anything like that, right? How close was this tied to the Twilight Zone? Well, many of the writers also worked on many other like paranormal type anthology shows. As well, Star Trek has its plenty of its own. It's very sci-fi, but it does have plenty of the times where it does dip its toe into the supernatural slash paranormal aspects of sci-fi. A lot of the writers also worked for the Alfred Hitchcock Hour, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and also directly with the Twilight Zone itself. So it's very anthology show horror time, you know? I did a bit of research and actually used a 1912 Jack. Oh my god! Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. She put her in a time period accurate costume. Oh my god, Wally, that's amazing. Twilight Zone is incredible because it somehow hated women significantly less than Tales from the Crypt, which came out like 40 years later, right? Isn't like a Tales from the Crypt is like everything is a woman's fault somehow. Those dumb bitches, they keep like opening sealed tombs and like cursed tomes that they're not supposed to be reading. Pandora's, I tell you all of them. But instead of Rod Serling, which I could have sworn his name was Rod Sterling. My bitch wife, who I love, is cheating on me. Thrown myself out of focus somehow, as happens twice a stream. I could have sworn his name is Todd Sterling, but it's not. It's Todd. It's Rod. No, it's not Todd. It's Rod Serling, not Sterling. Here we are. Yes. Okay. No. Yes. Okay. We are in focus. It's Rod and Todd Flanders. You know what? Our host for this program is John Newland. He is your guide to the supernatural, or our guide into the world unknown, as he is sometimes introduced in this program. He is the host and director of every episode. The most famous one, the being the Sacred Mushroom here, featuring the controversial episode, The Sacred Mushroom. And that's when he doing psychedelics in the desert was like a new thing in 1959. So like, he filmed himself doing mushrooms in the desert, and the episode is basically his just entire uncut reaction to those shrooms. And now we know that a lot of those psychedelics can uh be used to heal like psychological trauma, right? There's like a lot of, what is the one, there's a specific one. Is it ashwagandha? Or is it's maybe something else, where it's like a lot of like veterans who have like PTSD get on this psychedelic and like find it to be very helpful in tandem with, tons and tons of other kinds of therapy. Um uh but like it's just kind of a way to like let go of all of that trauma that they have kind of built up inside of them, in a way, in a very loose and non-scientific explanation. See Tales from the Crypt just to have 40 years evidence. They're all Eves, they're all Pandoras, you see, those sneaky bitches. They're always out to get you. Never trust them. Never trust a bitch. Never trust a female. Never trust a foid. Um, they're just there to suck you dry. All these gold diggers. I make $50,000 a year. I make $20,000 a year actually, and all these bitches are only gold diggers out here. Me. They're gold digging on me. So he was out doing the psychedelics in the desert, and because at the time we just didn't know that psychedelics were it was just used to get high. Okay, we were just getting high off of them, but he kind of billed it as like, I'm going to go try these mushrooms for their natural spiritual powers. They're going to unlock my psychic powers. And then it was just him, being filmed getting high in the desert. Had an episode where a dude's wife invited his best friend on a romantic vacation, and they seemed like they were fucking. Oops. That's great. Good for them. Glad we could all talk this out and come to a mutual understanding. Shrooms in the desert, as one does. And despite the fact that the sacred mushroom episode, the controversial one, that was this show billed itself as being very documentary like. But that was really the only episode that actually had some kind of documentary style to it, and that it was documenting something. This dude getting high in the desert, yeah, going on down to Mexico and tripping on them shrooms, as one does. John would also later go on to find more success directing more television. He did a lot of spy shows. He did the original Man from U.N.C.L.E., The Man Who Never Was. Um, he also did The Sixth Sense, the original Sixth Sense, which was another paranormal anthology, or not anthology. It was just another paranormal show. And he also directed a show called Police Woman, a woman who is police. Watch out. Police whomst are also women. Hello, Falsey. How's it going? The 6-7. The 6-7 cents. And he also went on to direct one of his most famous directorial installments on his resume is the Star Trek episode Errand of Mercy, which is the first episode with the Klingons in the original series. It's also it's quite famous for like introducing the politics of the Klingons and everything, even though they quite famously did not look like the Klingons looked for the entire rest of the Star Trek franchise. They were just kind of racist depictions of Asian men. It was not great. But like the politics of the Klingons being just like this race of people who were you know, they're kind of the space Nazis. They believe that they are the superior race and that they need to, because they might is right and we get to blow up everybody else. But making them very Genghis Khan-esque was not all that great. A female authority figure? What fresh health is this? What is she gonna do with that authority? Bleed all over it with her period or whatever? What if she launches the nukes? This program is also presented by the Alcoa Company. Sometimes the program, instead of just being called One Step Beyond, it's also called Alcoa Presents One Step Beyond. The Alcoa Company is the Aluminum Company of America. So actually, I should just call it Alcoa because by calling it the Aluminum Company of America company is a little redundant. It's like saying the Rio Grande River or, other things like that. However, it was a minorly successful series. It ran for, what is that? 3 years, ran from 59 to 61, January 20th, 1959 to the 4th of July, 1961. This is, and they came back to do a reboot called The Next Step Beyond. See how that works. With the same show creators, but that only ran for 1 year in 1978. And 14 of the 35 episodes were just remakes of this original show. So, this is also season 1, episode 2. And this episode aired on January 27th, 1959. So it, being episode 2, happened only a week after its premiere. And this will start this kind of trend of these television shows, anthology shows. When they do depict the Titanic, they tend to do it quite early in their runtime. Every single one of them has a Titanic episode in their first season, especially when we get into time travel things. Of course, like whenever you think of, oh, what can we do that's a big important event that is doing time travel? Well, before it was 9/11, it was Titanic, number 1. Maybe 9/11, number 2. And then, like, what else is, like, a big time period? I don't know. Maybe some other Pearl Harbor. The 3 big things that have happened in the history of the world that matter. Titanic, 9/11, Pearl Harbor. There you go. Actually, are we wholly in color from here on out? I believe so. One little thing to keep in note is that, of course, a lot of television that was produced in like the late 50s and through the 60s, they were shot in color, but they were definitely broadcast in black and white because, of course, people having a family television in their home was newfangled technology, right? So, they just at the time didn't when was color television introduced to most people's homes? I mean, it was invented long before it was actually implemented. Color television. Broadcast standards transitioned globally from black and white to color between the 50s and the 80s. So right, it over the course of 30 fucking years, they are transitioning out of only ever broadcasting in black and white because a lot of people's home televisions just didn't have the capabilities of doing so. So that is One Step Beyond. We will be watching her shortly. But we are also today, because we have a little double feature for you, we are also watching Way Out. And yes, it is stylized. It is written that way with the useless little apostrophe. So I guess it's not just Way Out. It's like it's a shortened form of A Way Out. So it's like way out. It's way out. You're way out there. You're way out there. No, you're way out there. You don't understand. You're way out there. Not just a way out. You're way out there. 75 is when it was a full thing. Yeah, I mean, that's smack dab in the middle of it, isn't it? And this is the episode I Heard You Calling Me. So, Way Out was another anthology series. This one being also being paranormal, but definitely focusing more on the horror slash sci-fi angle of things going on, right? Very often paranormal things can dip into horror, but a lot of the time it is just kind of like the spectacle of ooh, wow. Ooh. But this is definitely horror focus. Happy Summerween. Here you can see the stylization of the little guy a little better here. Why is it way out instead of way out? I don't fucking know. Um, but maybe it has something to do with the fact that basically the show, it was hosted, but he also did a lot of the story stuff. The show is by Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl is a famous macabre writer, a big inspiration to like it's Tim Burton. Him Roald Dahl he wrote quite a lot of different kinds of books, but he is most famous for his off-kilter children's books. Right. He did James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Matilda, The Witches, Fantastic Mr. Fox, The BFG, The Twits. He's in and out of your childhood probably, even though he was very fucking racist. Even to white people, like the Twits is very classist, right? It's I remember it being like it just being like they're poor dumbass hicks, and they're so fucking stupid. You can't even imagine how fucking stupid they are. The Witches is also kind of very famously very anti-Semitic. Because of the depictions of witches having very Jewish traits, with their very big witch noses, and also something to do with like money. I can't quite remember. He did have a lot of fantastic, fascinating views on different ethnicities. Just quite, the witches just have Angelica. The witches did have Angelica Houston looking hot as fuck, and they recently remade it with Annie Hathaway, and that remake kind of came and went. So I do kind of want to see if Annie Hathaway is just as hot as Angelica Houston was in that. Um, Angelica Houston was or is still hot as she is kind of old. Not to be ageist or anything like that, but she was hot as fuck in the 90s. That just kind of was Angelica Houston. Um um so but Roald Dahl, being as successful of a writer as he was, even back in the 50s, this was the 60s, this is the early 60s now, so we're jumping around a bit. Her face did get big when she got older, with all due respect. Old people do got big faces. Whatever. Hey, listen, just expect your face to get bigger, okay? One day you're gonna have all this face and you're not gonna know what to do with it. And you know what? You're gonna come on back to Granny Aba and you're gonna say, Aba, I have too much face. And I'm gonna say, well, here, let me steal it for you. And I'll take your face and I'll eat your face and I'll say, you know what I'll do? I'll save the rest of it by using it as a seating pad. Nice. I'll sit on your your decapitated face. Shut up. Um, oh, so there was a little bit of drama. There was a little bit of drama with the production of this, um, production. He was, so Roald Dahl was kind of tapped to be a part of the show because, the network wanted to cancel a failed one episode Jackie Gleason game show. Jackie Gleason is the guy, from it was one sitcom where he would always, one of these days, Agnes or whatever his wife's name was, pow, zoom, straight to the moon. Where, he would just threaten to do domestic violence to his wife. And that was the punchline of every single episode. Um, so he made a game show that only lasted for one episode, and the network was like, we gotta fill this time slot now. Get him off air now. So somebody ran over to Roald Dahl and was like, can you like make a show for us real quick? Anything you want, just please come make like a show for us real quick. We need to have this on air in 6 days. Um, Right. You know what? Everybody needs to get their face sat on. Don't. Old people do be fucking, okay? It's actually kind of a problem because a lot of old people were born before a lot of sex education was happening. So a lot of old people don't practice safe sex practices. And actually, there's a lot of STDs going around in all kinds of retirement homes. It's a very big problem. Please teach your grandparents how to use a condom. The villages in Florida, STD down. Mama gonorrhea. Gonorrhea the house. Mama gonorrhea the house. It's in a swamp. Listen, you might as well have a swamp in your cootie. All right. There's don't go down there. Don't go down there without some backup penicillin. I'm old, you see. Um, so like, so they got him tapped into the show. But only the pilot episode was a direct adaptation of one of his works. So like, just get it out the door. Just get it out the door. It's that is called William and Mary, where a widow takes revenge on her piece of shit dead husband, whose brain is still alive in a jar. So good women, women, women. Women, get your lick back. Keep your husband's brain suspended animation in a jar, and fuck other people in front of him. Cuck your husband brain jar. Cuck your brain jar husband. You get it, girl. You get it, girl. Also, another important thing is that it was sponsored by can I say this word? Liggett and Myers, which is a cigarette company. So if you see anybody smoking, that's what they were trying to push their cigarettes. So, that's who that is. However, because of kind of its rush production and its need to just kind of fill the time slot, this this series ran for under a year, right? It only ran from the 31st of March to the 14th of July, in 1961. So that was it. That was basically it. There's only 14 episodes here. But we are specifically going to be viewing season 1, episode 5, which includes the Titanic. And this episode aired on May 5th, 1961. Our spooky 1961 television program. And there was a lot of, I did like, because so not to spoil not to spoil the next installment of Wet Hot Titanic Summer, but it's both going to be television shows, so I'm kind of confusing which one is which. Let me see. What is the other one that we have? But yeah, I think it was this one. This Way Out did quite a few visuals. Right. Ah, yes, it was quite famous for some horror visuals, right there. Warning, I might show you something kind of graphic here. A lot of people in the 60s were specifically shocked, yuck, 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 by this image of a woman, a woman's body who has no head, who is attached to an execution. What is it when you execute people through electrocution? Because they were losers. They really are kind of little pearl clutchers back then. But she had no head, and she had an electric chair. Thank you. She's in an electric chair, and she has no head. So no head. But instead she just has a light bulb, which is right. Oh, the macabre. She's in a shocker. Gee willikers. There's one guy with half a face, one guy with half a melting face, and then it's quite famous for some very daring and intricate horror visuals that the 1960s audience was quite scandalized by in many ways. So let us also, again, because it is television, of course the quality is not much to write home about. So sorry about that. But so one step beyond, this episode is very much to do with actually, you know what, let's get into we're going to be viewing things. So make sure that you are tucked in. Imagine these fools wouldn't survive one round of Mortal Kombat. Them prissy little 1950s people. Who do they think they are? Here we are. Imagine that you are in your theater. You have walked down the aisles. You have found your seat. You have your popcorn and your snacks. And your little sody pop.
Never been before.
And the lights are turning down real low. And
Not
you're
just
ready to be
entertained,
transported.
but somehow reborn.
Speaking
Together.
of gay MC.
Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel. Somehow,
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Our heroes feel like the best part of us, and stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here,
They are.
Gay MC Theatres. We make movies better.
So happy Pride. Oh. Oh, and before we get into our feature presentations, our double feature, Wally wanted to share that since it is the last day of June, we need to record the facts. Sora Pan, Riku Bai. Riku being Bai, very, very big Bai. Kairi Pan, Roxas Pan, Nominee is an ally. Shion Pan, Axel Bai. Saix gay and homophobic. I have to, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, dear, but I have to disagree that Saix is a heterosexual and, I'm sorry, a homosexual and also a homophobe. He is not just gay. I have to understand. You have to understand. Homosexual and homophobic. Vexen gay but focused on work. Luxord ace, of course. Luxine is an aggressive lesbian. Love that. Lexius. Wait a minute. Oh, right, because of the cards. I had switched them in my mind because of dyslexia, and also you listed Luxord before Lexius, but he is 6 instead of 10, so that got me all discombobulated. Lexius is open-minded, so that means he's a slut. Gay for pay. Gay for pay. Gay for pay. Sucking dick and cock. Zaldan's bi. I feel like Zaldan being a bi disaster, I feel like doesn't even begin to cover it, however. He needs to be something else. He needs to be like super bi somehow. Like super bi. Zexian figuring it out. Demix is pan. Doesn't know what that means. My personal interpretations is that Zexian and Demix are both non-binary. Wait, and Demix is specifically the, I looked this up once. It's like, Zeldin is bisexual. The only true opinion. Evil gay, aromantic. Bi-leaning men. Yes. Zach, it's like called scoliosexual or something, where you're exclusively attracted to non-binary people. And I had this figured out. It's like Zexian was non-binary and Demix was also non-binary. But like Zexian was non-binary but not trans, and Demix was non-binary and trans. Yes, Demix is like transitioning, and he's also on like the mask end of non-binary, the non-binary spectrum. That's what was going on. That's my opinion. Zemnis gay, obviously. Xehanort gay, and divorced. Tara thinks he's straight, probably bi. Ventus is an ally. Aquapan. Vanitas gay and homophobic. Yeah. What is it's Vanitas is he's a gremlin. That's enough of a sexuality, right? Is it to be a gremlin? A gremlin. A gremlin. Zemnis, I feel, is asexual. True. Yes, he can be. He's homo romantic asexual. That's what's going on. He loves his work too much, you know. All he wants to do is feel nothing. Listen, listen. Oh, I got it. Oh my god, I got it mixed up. Asexual. Asexual homo romantic. Science. Come on. Come on, just a little. Come on. No. No, you can't touch me. I don't want to be touched. I have too many things to do for Kingdom Hearts. That's my real love. He's one of those guys who does write poetry. He has his waifu in the moon, but he likes the pursuit of something that isn't there, you know? Someone who's like exclusively attracted to fictional characters. Because he likes the pursuit of nothing, of something that's not there. There is no end goal. Loves the moon. So many asexual people love the moon. Listen, they would fuck the moon if the moon would come down here. But part of the reason why they love the moon so much is that the moon's always up there. If you get what I'm talking about. So, here is a presentation, One Step Beyond. So we're doing paranormal things. Should I give a precursor of like what's going on here, or should we just watch? I think maybe, did I not have, no, I showed it at some point. Anyway. I get so confused. Listen, with all my different screens, I get so confused on what TF I'm actually showing you. So, here is a One Step Beyond, the night of April 14th.
The amazing drama you're about to see is a matter of human record. You may believe it or not, but the real people who lived this story, they believe it. They know.
Well, good.
They took that one step beyond.
Alcoa presents
Whatever you
a
say.
new and unusual kind of
Look at
television
it bend.
program that takes you just beyond the world in which you live.
Look at those multiple planes.
Alcoa presents Aluminum.
There's
from
the
world's
aluminum,
leading
yes.
producer, Aluminum Company of America, who creates new and unusual uses of this wondrous metal for the world in which you do live. And now,
Wow,
John
you can
Newman
you can
takes
use
one
aluminum for
step
so many
beyond.
things.
Here in this warm, secure London house, early April 1912, began the bizarre and untold chapter of a news story that would soon stun the civilized world. In this library was an unread book. Coming events cast their shadows before them. Maybe. Remember this book. We'll come back to it later.
Do we already
Might
know this
shock
book?
you.
Oh my. Smash cut. Gets me in the mood for horror. Learning how you can bend that metal, how you can pour it into very thin sheets and then use it to save your leftovers. Happy Summerween. Love the period-accurate sleeping gown with exposed shoulders.
What is it? What's wrong, dear?
It was water. Dark water. I was drowning. I couldn't swim anymore. I was drowning.
Oh, you just had one of those old-fashioned nightmares.
Oh, no.
I don't blame you. All this excitement about the wedding. No wonder.
Eric was there. But I couldn't find him in the dark. And the water closed in over me.
Old-fashioned nightmares,
What
huh?
does it mean?
Nothing.
Did we get rid of them in the
Absolutely
60s?
nothing. And in 4 days, you'll be married and in Switzerland on your honeymoon.
Oh,
The
Switzerland.
happiest
Oh,
bride
yeah.
that ever was.
Or whatever they sound like, you know.
And you can't drown in Switzerland. Nobody ever does. All they do is bang into trees on those foolish skis. But drowning? No.
Bang into trees.
It was all so clear to me. And I could feel the water. It was like ice.
Now, if you must dream, I order you to dream only pleasant things. Eric,
Oh.
your wedding dress.
Well, now I
How
just
happy
have
you're
to
going to be.
wear
Promise?
dream of nice things. Thank you.
That's better. Now, come on back to bed.
But I couldn't find him. I couldn't find
Now,
him.
that is enough, darling. And I shouldn't worry Eric with this. He's been trying so hard to make everything wonderful for you. There. Now. Good night, dear. And no more nightmares.
You stop doing that. You're subconscious. Knock it off. Stop thinking.
Good night.
They don't light faces like they used to.
Good morning, Emily. Is the future Mrs. Farley about? Grace?
Eric.
Well,
I know it's early, but I wanted to see what my wife would look like in the mornings.
ugly.
Would you like some coffee, darling?
I love them.
Bit.
You like surprises, don't you, darling?
I love them. Come on, surprise me.
It's about our honeymoon.
The honeymoon?
We're not going to Switzerland.
We're not. Well, where are we going?
We're going to America. To New York City.
New York. Eric.
Now, why don't you ask me how we're going to get there? Swim? Rowboat? Raft?
All right, darling, how?
That's how. Stateroom 111B, boat deck, right next door to Mr. and Mrs. John Jacob Astor, no less. On the
John
maiden
Jacob
voyage of His
Astor.
Royal Majesty's ship, Titanic, Southampton to New York, 6 days at sea,
Where?
next Tuesday.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, just a little sugar, darling.
I can't.
Shut up, bitch. This is a good thing for you.
I can hardly believe it myself, but the office has connections.
I told you to stop dreaming.
You sure you won't miss Switzerland?
Oh, Switzerland will keep. But the Titanic, our honeymoon, that's once in a lifetime.
The paper's full of nothing but the Titanic. Listen to this, Grace. RMS Titanic, the world's largest and most luxurious liner,
Luxurious.
is writing a new and glamorous chapter in man's conquest of the sea. By virtue of her 5 watertight compartments, she's being hailed in marine engineering circles as the unsinkable ship.
Yeah.
Her first passenger list makes her a floating home for royalty, statesmen, international society, and stars of the theater and the arts. And
Mr. and Mrs. Eric Farley, who are absolutely unknown.
And absolutely in love.
Well, isn't that nice? You're gonna die up there.
Grace! Grace! Grace, what is it, darling? What is it?
I said those goddamn dreams again. I told you to stop thinking.
We can't go on that ship. It happened again. I dreamed.
Now, darling, I do wish you wouldn't.
I saw the sea, the cold sea.
Oh.
There were people struggling in the water.
Really?
Sinking. Dying.
Grace.
And then a huge ship slid down. Down.
Now, it's just
Down,
a bad dream.
down.
Besides, that ship couldn't be the Titanic. The Titanic can't sink. Everyone knows
I
that.
saw a lifeboat tossing in the water. There were letters on the side of it. I saw.
Really?
So clearly I saw the word Titanic on the side of the boat. I did.
It could be any boat.
I did.
Your intuition
She's
should
crazy,
you
I
that
tell
what
you.
see next is not a dream.
Well, she is a woman. It might be this
can't
time of
come
month. Might need to do some bloodletting on her.
Just what I've
Maybe lock her in a
always wanted.
room and tie her to a bed.
Only my old
Tightly,
dear
in a
Aunt Agatha would
straitjacket.
get.
Just let her scream for a
Have you
bit.
ever
She
kept
needs to
birds
get it
like
out of
that?
her system.
Neither have I. You ever thought of keeping birds? Neither have I. And by all means,
Oh,
my
a
dear
lobotomy,
Aunt Agatha, until she's
electrocompulsive
made us very,
therapy.
very happy.
She's singing.
I will.
Well, just don't take her on any boat. Then you should be fine.
I know all about last night. And the night before that.
Mother told you. I suppose you think I've gone off my head, one of those silly, hysterical women.
I think you're a lot overtired and a little over-imaginative.
But this isn't my imagination. Believe me, I saw it. I saw it.
Now, that is silly. You don't believe what you see in your sleep? I mean, unless you're a gypsy.
Oop.
Grace, do you trust me?
You know I do.
Then don't spoil the happiest time of our whole lives just because of a bad dream. Everything's going to be all right, I promise.
Gaslighting was a lot sexier back in the 60s.
Oh, hold me tight, darling.
You know, if I didn't know you so well, I'd think that you'd fallen in love with another man, that you didn't want to marry me.
I couldn't love anybody but you.
Yeah.
Very well, I believe you. Only remember, if there ever is another man, I was one of the best shots in the Coldstream Guard.
If you cuck me, I'll shoot him dead. And maybe even you too. Oh, there she is. Going in there. What is this borrowed from? Because of course they all borrow something from something or other.
Are you asleep?
I think I will keep a bird after all.
I beg your pardon.
That would please your Aunt Agatha, wouldn't it?
Terribly.
Keep something trapped against their will
Did you have
in a
any particular
cage.
species in mind?
Well, it's just so
Oh,
beautiful and
lovebird.
sings so
Oh.
sweetly.
Oh, naturally, lovebird.
Thank you, darling.
What for?
The 6 most perfect days of my life.
How lovely you are. And very young. Could be even better days.
Hey, this entire episode hasn't been the night of April
haven't you, with
14th
this
the
silly
entire
theme,
time until now.
I've forgotten the whole thing.
I'm glad. But
Also,
oh,
it's funny how they say the night of April
Dream.
14th instead of, you know, a night to remember, because that's a little...
I was
You
wide
can't
awake
use
when I felt
that.
there was something wrong with the ship. Quite wrong. I know you'll laugh. And I don't blame you.
Seems
was in my
everybody's
cabin
having
this afternoon.
dreams.
I imagine it was around 4 o'clock when I heard this terrible sound.
What kind of sound?
It was a terrible grinding sound, as though the ship had suddenly struck some immovable object. The whole boat seemed to tremble with the impact. Tell me, by any chance, did you hear anything or feel anything?
No, I heard nothing like that, I'm happy to say. You know, it's probably your imagination.
Well, it's
Or,
probably because
more
the
likely,
ship was made out of
indigestion.
steel and not aluminium.
Now, why don't you
Please
take a
buy
shot
some
at it?
American
I'm all
aluminium
right physically. It's just that for the first
from
time in
the
my life,
Aluminum Company of
I'm
America.
afraid.
Alcoa
I'm afraid even
presents
for the next few hours.
that dumbass
just
steel
don't
ship
afraid of.
sinking. She wouldn't have sunk if
There's
she was
something wrong.
aluminum.
My soul. You know, if I weren't such a hard-headed realist and I were at home, I think I'd call on my minister.
As the mighty ship raced through the Atlantic night,
The
there
fuck
were
was that
others
transition?
far away who felt
Wibbly
dark
boobly boo.
premonitions of disaster. For one, a Methodist minister in Winnipeg, Canada.
Wait, everybody's just having dreams?
me, Dr. Morgan, but it's nearly time for the service.
Miss Parsons, I'd like the congregation to sing hymn number 446 tonight.
Closer, my God, to thee,
Dr.
mention.
Morgan, the hymns for tonight are already posted in the church, and the organist...
Please, 446.
I didn't know that was one of your favorite hymns.
It isn't. I don't even know the words. I simply know that we must sing it tonight.
God spoke to him, and he said, you must be closer, me to me. Thank you.
Hear, Father, while we pray to thee for those in peril on the sea. Better we should be praying for our farmers after a winter like this.
Oh, transit. Boobly-boobly-dee. Methodist Church. Why was that book a Methodist church? Sorry, I'm trying to get rid of the mouse. Wow, look at these interiors. It's totally on a ship, you know. Isn't it so big and impressive? It's the Titanic, you know. I never cruise liner. Is she looking into another room?
It's funny at sea, one almost forgets something. What is it, darling?
Nothing.
You're cold. Come to bed.
At precisely the same time in New York City, still 1,000 miles away, a magazine illustrator named Harry Teller felt a weird compulsion.
Oh, fuck the heating too. Warm you right up. Maybe we'll get some whiskey too. The whiskey will survive the sinking.
Girls in the new spring styles. You'll never make the deadline now.
I don't know how it happened. I was, I don't know, helpless. Something seemed to be guiding my hand. I can't explain it.
You're tired. You've been working too hard. Now, come on.
No. No, it's not that.
I'll blame you and the communists. Well.
Harry, let's go to bed.
You win some, you lose some, sweetheart.
You know, this drawing, it's awful. I don't know who would want it. But you know something? This is the best work you've ever done. I've never seen you do anything like this before.
It's made by God.
All of this detail in here. And...
Man, your drawings usually suck.
Harry, what is it? Your hands are like ice.
The water in the drawing was cold. Icy cold.
Oh, who's the big lady? Why is she sinking that ship?
If you listen carefully, we will prove our ability to transfer our thoughts to you.
A commercial break. Being like, I'm doing psychic telecommunications with you. And it's just advertisements. Buy things, buy things. Oh, Hays Code. Oh, Hays Code. You cannot sleep in the same bed. Hays Code. Ooh, Hays Code. Even though you are a heterosexual married couple, you cannot sleep in the same bed. No, no. No, none of this. Ah, look at that soft thing on the inside of that door. Ooh wee.
What the devil are you doing?
What the fuck are you doing, you stupid bitch? Titillating.
Grace. Grace. Grace.
Oh, sleepwalking.
Grace.
What happened? What's the matter?
Everything's all right now. You come back to bed.
I don't understand. I was sleeping and someone was screaming, hurry, that we need warm clothes. And I must... What's wrong with me? I must be losing my mind. Oh, I'm losing my mind.
Darling, you're driving me out of mind, you know. Look, I'm not John Jacob Astor or a member of the nobility.
Turns me on when you're
I've
actually
saved
so
for
fucking
2 years for
crazy.
this trip, wanting it to be a perfect honeymoon, and to have it spoilt by such childish nonsense.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry.
Stop
All right,
thinking
darling,
so
don't
much.
forget.
Just stop dreaming, would you?
I just don't make a habit of pitching my best clothes on the floor.
Oh, there we are. What? What's it? Iceberg. Why are you having emotions and shit on our honeymoon? Oh. Oh my. Oh, there they go. This, of course, is not all that accurate. Most people didn't even feel a rumble
Engine
or a
seems to have
rift.
stopped. You all right? Oh, Stuart.
Sir,
The engine seemed to have stopped. What was it?
there was some report of an iceberg, sir. The captain stopped the vessel, sir, just to be on the safe side, you know.
Just to be on the safe side, you know.
What service? They run out of ice at the bar, so what happens? We hit an iceberg. Good fresh ice. That's what I like. It's all over the deck. Have a drink, chum.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Never seen an iceberg, darling. Shall we go and have a look?
That's a good idea. We'll wrap up. Good and warm.
Captain's orders, go to your lifeboat station. Please dress warmly. Now, there's no need to panic. Just take it nice and easy.
It's just a precaution.
Well,
Remember what the captain said tonight? The ship that nothing in the world could sink?
looks like your dumb little dreams might have been onto something, sweetheart. But, we have all the jewels
Sure.
and such.
Trying to impress an iceberg with your jewels?
Just in case we might not be coming back.
Oh, come on.
Do we know these shots?
Women and children only. Men will follow later. There we go. Yeah, jump up. Right. There's the one. There's the young fellow. Take care of him, will you? Yes, sir.
They go, well.
Thank you, madam.
No, I won't go without you.
Darling, hush. Now, stop it. Listen to me. Have you forgotten your wedding vows so soon? Love, honor, obey.
Obey.
You go with the other women in boat 4.
Sorry. I love our marriage. All 6 days, 5 hours and 20 minutes of it. I even loved our first fight.
If you ever have another bad dream, I'll listen to you. Every word.
Come, madam.
It's all right. It's all right.
Well,
Good night, my love.
frankly, my dear, I don't give a yeah, I don't know if there's gonna be a chance to listen to the next dream there, bud. My bad on this one. I'll catch you on the next one. I'll catch you on the next one. We'll circle back. All right, we'll circle back, and it'll be good then. Don't worry about it. I think they're mouthing "I love you" to each other. Oh.
Eric Farley never came back to this house.
Oh.
Over 1,500 people perished that dreadful night aboard the Titanic. Eric Farley was among them. You've seen some of the unexplained supernatural events surrounding the life and death of a great ship. Now, do you remember this book? It's a novel published in 1898, 14 years before the ill-fated vessel was even dreamed of. The title, Futility. Its author, Morgan Robertson. It's a story about the largest liner ever built, carrying on its maiden voyage the rich and great of the world. Then, on an April night, it struck an iceberg. The vessel in this book was 70,000 tons. Titanic, 66,000 tons.
And the drunk sailor main character went on and went to go fight a polar bear.
882
and won. If you can believe it.
25 knots. Both carried about 3,000 passengers. Both liners had lifeboats for only a fraction of that number. And both were considered unsinkable. Oh, one more thing. The author called his ship the Titan. In a moment, something else to think about. Oh, about next week. Well, it begins with a silly argument about this hat. And it ends when two people in peril, miles apart, discover an amazing kind of communication. An incredible way of finding each other, as together they take that one step beyond.
A telephone. Well, and there we are. That's one step beyond. Of course, this one was the aluminum wrap, of course. Please make sure you're buying your Alcoa aluminum wrap. Does Alcoa even exist anymore? Well, I guess you can. It's still around. Still making aluminum, I guess. Is this show just about couples arguing and the fallout afterwards? So, of course, with the paranormal tilt, this show focused on a lot of the stories of people seeming to predict that the Titanic was happening, either the night that it was happening or a few years or a few days or weeks before. This is not the first time that the paranormal, especially when it comes to dreams and or predictions about the Titanic sinking, was happening. We also covered La Hantise, the obsession about, a silent film about a woman who got her palm rode. Somebody read her palm and they said, "Oh, your husband's gonna die, you stupid bitch." And then he just didn't. And she obsessed about him. Oh, he's going to go drown or die or something. And then he gets on the Titanic and then he just doesn't. And everybody's happy and still rich and things. Or some really boring shows had people predicting the Titanic would sink after it happened. Yeah. It's always quite funny to I like my favorite part is when that one wife came in and was like, "Man, your drawings like usually suck ass, but this one that was done by God but like through you, this one rips. This one's awesome. Can't sell it to nobody cuz like it's all of this dark like shit. You fucking psychopath, but at least it's the best thing you've ever done. That movie was just about not using soap and then discovering it. Oh, right, it was their shitty hands. Oh, you wanna smell my palm? This is the best one you've ever done. I sure hope no dumbass boast they well, it wouldn't have sunk if they had it built with aluminum. You know, it's lightweight, but also very hardy. And here is Rule Doll's A Way Out. I heard you calling me. So this one's supposed to be more horror. Here we go. Our little double feature. Here is our double feature.
What does a factory sound like?
Well, it sounds like this.
But here's a factory with a different sound.
A factory.
The silent sound of thinking, mixed with the whir of computers. For this is a think factory, one of many devoted to organized research. Yes, today the drive for new products and processes
oops, sorry.
is organized.
I'm still full screen.
Research teams work systematically towards specific goals, and one discovery often leads to many others, creating thousands of new jobs, better paying jobs filled by more highly skilled workers. But this calls for a tremendous investment in research, and in the training of the researchers as well. Because this investment is being made, our future is brighter than ever before. One more good reason for confidence in a growing America. To learn more about the promise of America, send for this free booklet to Box 1919, New York 19, New York.
Who's gonna tell him? The preceding program was pre-recorded. Ah, yes. Oh, goodness. It's a horror program.
Way Out is brought to you by L&M.
There's the cigarettes.
L&M unlocks a new world of fresh smoking pleasure every time you light up.
Fresh smoking pleasure every time you light up.
And now, our host, Roald Dahl.
Ruined those books.
How are you? Now, whether you know it or not,
there he
a
is.
female spider is a half-blind, savage carnivore who will eat any insect.
And there he is, 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 and there he is.
Quite obviously, this makes life a rather perilous business for the male spider, especially if he happens to have licentious tendencies. And in order to effect a mating and escape with his life, he has to be both ingenious and exceedingly agile. Well, what about the male human? Our graveyards are filled with men who are neither agile nor ingenious enough to get away with it. The play you're about to see is titled, I Heard You Calling Me.
Men, you know.
For a happy change,
the guys who have it worse.
Concentrate entirely upon
He
getting
fucking
rid of
spider
each other,
too.
and the male gets away without a scratch, which is, of course, the way it always should be. It's way out.
What?
Start fresh with L&M.
Man, I feel like I want to smoke right now. Anybody really want to go rip a hot fucking lung dart?
Unlock a whole new world of fresh smoking pleasure. Start fresh, stay fresh with L&M.
That's all it takes. An L&M, a light, and you unlock a new world of fresh smoking pleasure. You do away with
A fresh world of smoking pleasure.
Flavor seal.
Ooh, a flavor seal.
Moisturizing tobacco to seal in
Moisturizing tobacco.
and flavor.
You know that special, that good, the moisturizing kind.
Best tasting L&M with a modern miracle tip.
Unlock a whole new world of fresh smoking pleasure. Start fresh, stay fresh with L&M.
Pack or box.
Oh, whatever you want.
Please.
Yes, miss.
Any messages for me?
No, Miss Mansfield.
I'll be checking out in about an hour. Would you get my bill ready?
Certainly, miss. Will you be requiring a card?
No, I think
Yeah, it's Roald Dahl. Who could have guessed? Roald Dahl maybe didn't have such great views on interpersonal relationships between men and women. Oh. This one also might be only tangentially Titanic, so watch out for that. Oh.
Belgravia 8609. Belgravia?
Yeah, we've got to make sure that we cut out the music there.
Hello?
How are you? Thought you were going to call me.
Frida, just
Who
a
is
moment.
this? You're never second best without a smile.
At the hotel.
And a cigarette.
I just got back.
Oh.
Listen, are you going to pick me up?
Oh, she's smoking. You better smoke a fucking L&M fucking cigarette. You better.
Myself. You understand, don't you?
George, we should leave here by 7.
I know. Look, Frida, don't phone me here. The boy might pick it up, and I'd rather not have reporters at the plane. Listen, I'll phone you when I know how long it's going to take me to pick up our tickets and get to your hotel. If I'm going to be late, you better go ahead in a cab.
All right.
Right, then I'll phone you in
I don't give a shit about this ball.
15 or 20 minutes.
George. Darling, I'm wearing it.
What?
Well, you know.
I took it back and they offered the class.
Darling, it's so beautiful I could weep.
I'm glad you like it.
The dress, or is it
I wish I were with you right now.
something else?
I wish we were already in New York.
Yes, well, I'll phone you.
You're not having any 11th hour misgivings, are you?
You know I'm not.
All right. I'll wait to hear from you.
Oh, how scandalous. I do love how, you know, it used to be that you got to wear 2 dresses instead of just one.
Well, that was fast. Hello?
I know what you're up to.
Who is this?
I know what you've planned, but it won't happen.
Who is this, please?
Someone who knows all about you.
What about you?
You must have the wrong extension.
Room 707, Miss Frida Mansfield.
Yes?
Of New York City. And a friend of George Frobisher.
Friend.
Look, who is this? Now, I haven't got time to play footsie on the phone, and I hate gags like this. Hello?
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 You are not going to be allowed to destroy George Frobisher's marriage. You shall not take him from his wife and children whom he really loves.
I don't know what in the world you are talking about.
You know, and so do I. But you shall never marry him because there's been a change of plans.
A mistress.
You are not going to America with him tonight because you are coming with me.
Wasn't there another plot line of, like, mistress things on the Titanic? In one other movie? I can't fucking remember. There's been so many of them. I can't remember.
Number, please.
Belgravia 8609.
Belgravia 8609. Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
George.
Frida, I said not to phone me here.
I had to. Something's happened.
What?
Somebody knows.
What do you mean?
About us. Just had a phone call from some woman.
Very strange, anonymous bit. Wouldn't leave her name.
What did she say?
Well, in short, that I was not going to be allowed to break up your marriage.
Who on earth?
Well, that's what I mean. Who? Could it possibly have been Monica?
My dear, you know Monica's in Scotland with the children.
Well, voice sounded...
Maybe it wasn't on Earth.
So it could have been long distance?
Yeah, Monica hasn't the ghost of an idea about us. Anyway, it's not the sort of thing she'd do.
How do you know it isn't?
I happen to know my wife rather well after 15 years. She'd have come directly to me first.
Well, then who else could it be? Somebody in your office?
Oh, don't be asinine. I've never even phoned you from the office. No one there knows you exist. I've been very careful.
Well, I certainly have. You think I've enjoyed stashing myself out of sight in this unfancy hotel and dining in those unfancy places?
What else did she say?
Well, I don't really remember. Still so mad. I mean, well, I was just so shocked. I kept on saying, who are you?
Did she hint that she wanted money or anything?
No. Well, there was one strange thing, though, that made me think she might be some kind of a dangerous crank. At the end, she said, you are not leaving with him tonight because you're coming with me.
What did she mean by that?
Anybody's
Pulling
guess.
out another cigarette.
Very nasty and threatening, though. Look, George, do you think you ought to come here?
Nonsense. Look, if there really is anything to face, we'll face it together.
Well, are you coming here or not?
Yes, just as soon as I've been to the airlines.
How long?
As soon as I've been to the airlines. Listen, old dear. Don't lose your head. I'm sure this is just some ridiculous...
Don't lose your head.
Well, lots of laughs, but I'd like to get out of here soon.
Were phones this frequently used in the 1910s? Yeah, I'm not sure when exactly this is supposed to be set. The scores. Oh my.
Hello? Hello?
Why did you telephone George? Why did you telephone George?
Who are you?
Getting her head toasted.
Now look. If you bother me again, I'll have the operator trace these calls. I'll get the police.
There won't be time for that, Frida. I'm on my way to you now.
What do you mean?
That you are leaving with me. The arrangements have all been made by Mr. Sanders at George's office. Mr. Sanders has made excellent reservations for us. And I shall be there to pick you up at 7 o'clock.
Number, please.
Operator, that last call, was that call waiting for me while I was on the phone?
Beg pardon, madam.
That last call, could you have left the switch open while I was talking to the Belgravia number?
But I'm afraid I don't quite understand which call madam means.
The last call, a woman called me. She called me twice.
Oh, there must be some mistake, madam. There haven't been any calls for you.
I have had 2 calls since I got in, a little after 6.
Oh, no, madam. You made 2 calls to Belgravia 8609.
I know that. But a woman called me twice.
Oh,
Ooh.
no, madam. There haven't been any calls for you this evening.
Aggressive
And you're
lesbian.
called all the time.
Hate it when an
There
aggressive
were 2
lesbian
calls
calls
for
me out
Miss
of nowhere.
Mansfield in 707.
I know who you are, madam. If there had been any calls for you, they would have been put through.
This is an amazing
Tell
woman.
me I'm out of my mind? Look. About 10 minutes ago, a woman called me. And then again...
I'm sorry, madam. There have been no calls for you.
Now, I know the board has probably been very busy.
I haven't been busy at all. And I know...
Forget it! Get me Belgravia 8609. Again, please.
Yes, madam.
I would love to do that. To do just that little plug-in. Are you being pestered by your, some woman?
Sorry, madam. That number is engaged.
Well, keep trying it. And listen. You are not to put any more calls through to me under any circumstances. Unless it's a Mr. Frobisher.
Yes, madam.
Oh, I thought maybe the cigarette was gonna, like, stand up or do something weird. I like that the music is only when she's doing, like, busy stuff. Whiskey! Oh my god, of course she's gonna survive. Oh, we didn't have enough of the song. We had to loop it. Careful, lady. Well. It better be her boyfriend. Commercial break. Buy more cigarettes, please.
With L&M. Stay fresh with L&M.
Maybe you can even get fresh with your little honey after you've smoked some L&Ms.
Fresh smoking pleasure. Start fresh, stay fresh with L&M.
With a touch of a light to an L&M, you unlock a whole new world of fresh smoking pleasure. Do away with
Fresh
dried-out
smoking
taste
pleasure.
of
You
The
are.
secret flavor seal. L&M's special way of moisturizing tobacco to seal in natural tobacco freshness and flavor. L&M burns slower, smokes cooler. And L&M's modern miracle tip means you get the cleanest, freshest taste.
I got a miracle tip for you.
Fresh smoking pleasure. Start fresh, stay fresh with L&M.
Fresh tasting, best tasting L&M in pack or box.
It's crazy how much cigarettes needed to mark themselves on being fresh
Hello.
and tasting
George.
nice.
Frieda, if you keep phoning me, I'm...
Frieder. Hey, Frieder.
What?
Gets weirder all the time. She knew I had phoned you about her.
Oh, Frieda, she couldn't.
Well, she did. She warned me not to do it.
Well,
she
she
said to
did.
leave you alone. And then she said she was coming here at 7 o'clock.
I'll come as soon as I can.
George, wait a minute.
There's something I must tell you. It is someone in your office.
It couldn't be.
Is. Now, who is... I've forgotten the name. I'm so upset. Who? Sanford. Sandys.
Who is Mr. Sandys?
Sandys? I don't know.
Well, I heard her very clearly. She said the name twice.
She said Mr. Sandys in George's office had made the reservation.
Oh, Sandys, yes. Oh, but that's impossible. Sandys used to make our travel arrangements, but he hasn't been with us for years.
Well, he's the one. He's the leak. Now, you've got to reach him and find out who this mad woman is. Do you know where to reach him?
Hardly. He's been dead for 15 years.
Da-ba-da-ba.
I say, Frieda, are you sure you're all right?
Oh, don't you start.
What?
First the operator...
Bernie Sanders?
Look, old girl, you're beginning to scare me now. About yourself.
Are you feeling the burn? Back in 1960, he was probably alive in 1960.
I must say the whole darn thing.
Well, he was probably like in
But I'm
college.
sure it's just some very cruel prank.
Well, thanks a lot. What do I do now?
Look, are you almost packed?
Well, yes, almost.
Well, I'll leave now. You get in a cab and I'll meet you at London Airport in an hour.
I'll be there before that.
Number, please.
Give me the desk.
Just one moment, madam.
Number, please.
Good desk, Mr. Burnley.
This is Miss Mansfield in 707.
Oh, yes, Miss Mansfield.
I want a cab here in about 5 minutes.
Well, I'll do my best, miss, but it is the rush hour just now.
I must have a cab before 7 o'clock.
I'll do my best, miss.
As fast as you can. And listen, you call me the minute that cab arrives. And tell the operator not to put any more calls through whatever. Only when the cab arrives.
Yes, miss.
What's gonna happen in the mirror? Oh, the whiskey. Nothing bad ever happened with whiskey. Well, certainly you can't just go out in your slip. You must have some real clothes to put on. Is it almost 7? I'm coming to get you. Hi, people. Oh, careful. Ah, here we are.
Yes. Is it here?
I don't think you'll get a cab before 7 where you're staying. Can you hear the music? I'm telephoning from the Palm Court at the Winter Garden Hotel, so I'm just a few streets away. I'll be downstairs in your lobby just before 7.
A high school jock.
Get off this phone.
Don't you want to hear my plans? I mean the plans for our trip.
If you don't get off this phone...
We board the ship at Southampton tonight. And by the way, we have adjoining suites on A deck. I have our tickets with me.
Now listen. Listen to me. If you come to this hotel and attempt to annoy me in any way, the police will be waiting for you in the lobby. Is that clear? Did you hear me?
Yes, perfectly. I'm leaving the Winter Garden now, on my way.
The police will be waiting for you in the lobby.
Tell them to expect me then. Mrs. Thorne. Mrs. Rose Thorne.
I thought I told you not to ring this room.
I didn't, madam.
Give me the manager.
I'm sorry, but the manager is out at the moment.
And give me the desk.
Typical.
Quickly.
Just one moment, madam. The lady's engaged.
Well, break in.
Oh, we're not allowed.
Break in!
Oh, God.
The desk, Mr. Burnley.
Where's that cab?
Well, I'm doing my best, Miss Mansfield.
Well, hurry. And listen, if a woman comes in the lobby, you're to ask her if she's a Mrs. Rose Thorne.
Mrs. Rose Thorne. Yes, miss. What does she look like?
I don't know. If any woman comes into the lobby, you're to ask her if she is Mrs. Rose Thorne. And if she is, hold her there. And then get the police. This woman's a dangerous lunatic. You've got to stop her from getting in that elevator.
Good, miss.
Now, how far is it to the Winter Garden Hotel?
I think you must mean the Windsor, miss.
No, I mean the Winter Garden!
But Miss Mansfield, the Winter Garden Hotel was torn down many years ago.
Could it be something supernatural? Every rose has its thorn. Oh, she threw a yuppie. Such a beautiful score. She just has to pick up. Hello?
Hello?
I'm down in the lobby, Frida. Are you ready?
No.
No?
Then I shall come up.
Hurry,
Number, please.
Give me the desk.
Beg pardon, madam.
The desk.
The desk, Mr. Burnley.
Stop that woman. Stop that woman in the lobby. Stop her from getting into the elevator. That Mrs. Rose Thorne, she just called me from the lobby now.
I assure you, no one has come into the lobby.
Stop lying. You're all lying, too. I'll have you all arrested.
I'll have you all arrested. Well. Well, what's all this then? What's going on? She saw somebody in the elevator that was all like out of focus. I feel like at this point you should probably be sending somebody up. Oh, there she goes. Maybe you should do a wellness check on the person in 707.
Operator.
My God, she's dead. Hello, number, please.
Doctor, this is Mr. Forbish. I can't believe she's dead. What was it, Doctor? A heart attack?
Unable to say at the moment, Mr. Frobisher. Death appears to have been instantaneous. The strange thing is, there are evidences of virulent pneumonia.
Soul snatched.
Pneumonia? But I don't understand. I was with her at lunchtime and she was perfectly well.
Most intense I've ever known. In fact, I'd say both lungs seem to be full of water. It's almost as though she had drowned.
Whoa.
Drowned?
She was very agitated, Mr. Frobisher, and we wonder now, sir, if she might not have been, well, delirious. She was under the delusion that some woman had been telephoning to her, although, of course, we frequently assured her that there had been no calls.
There were no calls?
No, sir. And earlier this evening, about 7 o'clock, she called down and asked us to stop some woman from getting onto the elevator. She thought that there was some woman in the lobby by the name of,
Rose Thorne?
Yes, that was the name, Mrs. Rose Thorne.
But that's impossible.
She's written it down.
Rose Thorne? But I never told her about... I never even mentioned the name.
You know the name, sir?
Mrs. Thorne was my mother.
But I thought your name was Frobisher.
I was adopted after my mother died.
Mrs. Thorne is dead.
She died on a trip to America. She was drowned.
Drowned?
49 years ago. She was on the Titanic.
Chills, full body chills, chills. She was on the Titanic.
I have a maiden aunt in Norway who was actually rolled out of bed onto the floor 3 nights running by a ghost. But then she lives in what was once a very old trysting place. And about 400 years ago, they bricked up a naughty girl in the wall of that room. That sort of thing always produces a ghost. If your wife is extremely delicate and you tickle her to death, that will produce a ghost too. So you have to be careful. We'll have another one for you next week at the same time. Good night and sleep well.
Well. I heard you calling me. With the hotel elevator and all that, that's very, Tower of Terror. Well, and so, very tangentially about the Titanic.
Hairstyles by Ernest Adler.
Why is that being narrated? Don't forget L&M. Don't forget to smoke. Don't forget to smoke, kids.
This program was pre-recorded.
Well, what did you think? I think, oh, and also don't forget to smoke.
Brought to you by L&M. L&M unlocks a new world of fresh smoking pleasure.
Fresh smoking pleasure. Oh, as you do. Gosh, this just won't end. All right, I get it. It's way out. Burning hands. Burning hands. So yes, that was that one. She died. Her lungs were full of frozen water. I needed an L&M to calm me down. Well, it was just so paranormal and upsetting. Roald Dahl being such a thorough misogynist. This episode is very much the thing about women and a lot of violence towards women. It's kind of true that like women can contact the authorities multiple times about something bad that is happening to them, and no one seems to believe them or want to do anything about it. Like, we can stop them after you're already dead, but you know, until then, I guess you just have to until they try to kill you. We can't do anything. And but that's kind of spooky ooky, right? You get a call from somebody who's been dead for 49 years. Wait, so what she was dead 49, right? It was 49 years. So what was that? 49 plus 12. Okay, yeah. So that was supposed to be present day. That was supposed to be 1961 that they were in. While they were phoning. Right. How did a ghost from 1910 even know how to use a telephone? How did she know how to do that? Did they even know how to do elevators back then? Feel like this was made because someone hated their mother. It is very mother-in-law kind of stories, isn't it? But wasn't there another like big mistress story about something or other? I feel like I remember somewhere in my previous research they said something about like mistresses and stuff. Seemed to be like a reoccurring thing for these Titanic adaptations, and I think this is the closing of that that pin. Whatever that was. I can't remember it though. Ghost powers. Ghost power. Isn't it so I want to be a ghost when I go, because then I can make things move and stuff. And I can talk to you in your sleep, but also on the telephone. And also through like spirit boxes and stuff. I can give you such stupid and confusing messages. Whenever you need, listen, when I die, I hope I give as many people as many stupid and confusing messages through unconnected sound bites. That is my dying wish. I hope one day I can come to you all, I can come back to you all through a sound box and say, L&M's cigarettes, a way to give you a fresh pleasure smoking experience, or something like that. Whatever it was. Also, we'd assume that if she had just went with her, she would have been all right. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to pick you up and take you over, and take you with me. I mean, like, all she had to do was not be, fornicating with a married man. That's what she said. That's all she had to do. I'm coming over from the winter garden. Das Wintergarten. Oh, yeah. What time is it? Oh, almost 11. So it's quite late. We did this all quite efficiently. Let's see. My face, it has a general feeling of heaviness, but we're dry. We are dry. I will give it that. I think mostly it's just that, like, I think with the bangs feeling, if the bangs just weren't oily, then everything would be kind of better. It's just made it feel like heavier is all. So, and we're very much creasing. We creased almost immediately. I mean, it was just, yeah. Well, and of course the lesson here is stop fucking married men. And it's, you know, they never are going to leave their wives for you, even though they say they will. Even though they might go on a couple of vacations with you, they're never going to leave their wife for you. And even if they do, mama, why would you want them? Because then they're just gonna marry you, and then now you will be the wife that gets stepped out on. But of course, you know, most women don't do cheating anyway. Or, wait, maybe. Wait. Maybe this is the way that cheating happens. Because it's usually men who cheat. But. And a Californication. More dry than Rita's lungs. Jesus. Was that her name, Rita? I don't remember anybody's name for anything that we've been doing here today. Which one did you like more? I mean, the last one was definitely had more to do with the Titanic. And it was shorter. This one had more suspense. So I think this one was a much better horror thing. But the previous one wasn't really all that horror to begin with. It was just like a look at this stuff that was going on. Ooh, that's kind of spooky, don't you think? The first one was just gaslighting, right? It's this woman told you she had psychic premonitions. Maybe you should listen to women a bit more. We are a little connected to, well, I guess this last week was very women. Look at this boss bitch, Molly Ringwald. Look at this boss bitch, Molly Brown. Women, and this is the very anti-women week we're in right now. This bitch's husband didn't listen and died. I don't know. Yeah, listen to more women. Somebody was trying to say that, like, oh, women have evolved this, like, innate ability to have, like, a better intuition because of, you know, all of the thousands of years of domestic abuse that women have gone through. Like, we know when there is a man who's going to beat us, or we know when, like, a saber-toothed tiger is at the cave entrance, and we evolved these epigenetic memories to know when bad things are about to happen. But, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think everybody does have some sort of intuition, right? And it seems kind of right? That, like, but just with the amount of frequency that it happens. But then again, at the frequency at which it happens, maybe that's a symbol of how much. At least you're not listening to your gut, ladies. Ladies, listen to your gut, right? Um, uh, right. Women, whenever we talk about, like, true grimy things, it's always something on you that we need to do, and not the fact that, you know, we probably should be raising men to not be psychopathic murderers. Maybe you stop making excuses for your shit ass son. Maybe that's how we make true crime not happen as much, so you don't need to buy all those, um, um, let me lock up my home gadgets from Amazon. Raise better men. If I was just watching without knowing it would be Titanic-centric, I'd say the second for a twist. Right. Yeah. I mean, well, you do know everything, no matter how sometimes the list gives you a tangential little mention of the Titanic, but that's how the Titanic goes. And I think I'm all talked out. And that might be it for me tonight. I hate how oily my bangs are. I hate how oily they are. I hate how oily they are. But I hope you enjoyed this little like supernatural horror kind of Summerweeny kind of stuff. I love all of my new makeup. Thank you so much for coming in for that part. What else do we have going on? We will be back tomorrow. As always, we are playing more Road to Empress. We have the boring route to get into, with the boring prince and not the cool one. But maybe we'll have a chance to still romance, Lee Tai, because he should be in jail in this storyline. So maybe there's still a chance to save him and spend the rest of our life, and this time maybe he won't die from internal bleeding. Thank you so much for coming in, Wally. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on here. Who do we have? We got Faux Retro is playing Alan Wake. That's very Summerweeny. Dax Mirage is playing Overwatch. BioRoxas is playing Final Fantasy XIV. I hope you are all checking all of these people out. They're all fantastic little not little but people. They're bros. So who can I send you over to? We haven't rated Dax yet. Or Dax Mirage. There's two Daxes in the Kingdom Hearts community. So, let me go ahead and set up a raid for you guys. Mirage. Big difference to go from watching Titanic stuff to go watching some Overwatch, but you know, that's how Twitch goes sometimes. I hope you all are having a fantastic night. I just feel heavy. I feel heavy. I feel heavy in the face. At least two. At least two. Thank you so much. Yes, everybody please stay cool and dry. When we're gonna have like when there's heat advisories, don't go running. I saw some people running today and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And one of them was like, it was a mom and her kid. So I was like, are you stupid? You dumb bitch. Don't spend, if you can, take care of yourself, stay hydrated, stay cool. Understand that like if you start feeling dizzy or woozy outside, that means that you're getting heat stroke and it's time to come inside, right? Don't overdo it. But that will do it for me tonight. Sorry, I'm just looking at my liner because I do like having a functioning liner. I think this is quite successful. I do like that part. Next big, two big makeup things we need to do. We need to get more blushes, more powder blushes, like multiple different colors of blushes, so we can maybe, you know, make a blush last throughout the rest of the stream, gosh dang. And I need to figure out how to put on fake lashes. I've never been able to do that, and that's like my next like chunk of goals. My next chunk of makeup goals is figuring out how to do fake lashes. So, that's enough from rambling from me at the end, which I always love to do for whatever reason. And that will be all from me tonight. I'm gonna go send you over on the raid. Everybody ready? Hold hands. There we go. Everybody climb on aboard the raid train. Here we're going. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. 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 Good night, everybody. And I am ending my stream. Meow. And an extra secret special little goodbye to YouTube. Bye-bye.